Welcome to School Quiz students. I'm your biology teacher Swati, and the topic which we are going to study today is that how public and community issues are important to maintain a good healthy condition and how they are intermingled to define a good health for a person. Okay, students. So before starting this topic, there are few terms or terminologies which we should know. Like when we talk about the environment basically means the area or the surrounding in which we are living. And if we are living in a environment, so biotic and abiotic factors are considered. Okay, so when we talk about environment, we have abiotic factors which are considered, and we have biotic factors. We have abiotic and biotic factors. When we talk about abiotic factors, so those abiotic factors can be air, soil, water, air, soil, water, and biotic factors can be human, plant, and animal. So so in this we will see that how, suppose if we are living in a locality or an area, how those abiotic factors will affect us. Suppose if we talk about air, so if cold wind is blowing outside, so there are chances that we might catch up the cold. Or if there is extreme heat, there are chances of getting sunburned or other issues can be there. If we talk about soil, so many a times the soil is contaminated, and if we come in contact with that soil, so there are chances that we are also carrying some microbes with us, and those microbes may go inside our stomach when we take the food. So in that way that is harmful for us. Okay, and if we talk about water, so nowadays as there is a rapid increase in water pollution because of the discharge of the chemicals and other wastage from industry to directly to the water bodies, and if we consume that water or if we take those things, so it will also affect us. So in that way the environment is important. And surrounding and environment are almost same thing. Surrounding is something which is surrounding us. So there are certain biotic factors also, like plants are there with us, microbes are there, animals are there, various type of other species are there, and these abiotic factors are also there, and they work in an intermingled way. If we talk about public and community issues, so public issues are something which is a individual's own issue. Suppose if I talk about maintenance of the hygiene, that how clean you are or how hygienic you are, so that is something which needs to be worked upon or rectified at an individual level. Okay, but if we talk about, suppose throwing of the garbage, or the proper collection of garbage should be there, or proper sweeping should be done in this public roads and public places, so that is something which is concern of whole of the community or the society in which we are living. So in that way there are certain issues that need to be tackled by a person themselves, and they have to take extra efforts for their good health. But on other hand, there are some issues in which a whole of the community have to combine and work together so that a good health can be maintained. Like suppose students, one example I can give you, like nowadays if we talk about Delhi, Mumbai, the metro cities where there is a lot of pollution and lot of garbage is thrown here and there. Suppose if each and every individual just take this pledge and try that from now onwards, we will try to pick two pieces of the waste wherever we will see, and we will throw it in the dustbin. Or if we are using any wrapper or anything, we will not throw it on the road, we will wait for a proper dustbin, or otherwise we will carry some bag or some paper bag in which we can store it temporarily. Okay, so in that way we can do efforts for community also to maintain a proper balance in the community. And if we talk about the lives of the people in cities and village, so as I told you earlier also, that health is not something which is just related to the physical environment or the mental environment. It is something which is related to social well-being also. And when we talk about social well-being, so the thing which comes into play is that how the rapport we are sharing with the people we are living in. Like we can, it is very evident and can be easily seen that in villages till now also the kind of bond is present between the people. They used to share their things, certain things are shared between them, and they are like more happy, we can say, because life there is not so fast. Whereas if we talk about city, the life is so fast, and in just to cope up with the speed of this fast growing world, we are just lagging behind certain things. Okay, so in that way, like a balance should be maintained, that some time should be given to family also. If you are having 9 to 5 job, or if you are going to school, then also you should try that at least half an hour I will talk with my mother, I will go out to play with my friends. So in that way a good social environment is maintained, and if social environment is maintained, we are very peaceful, we become very happy in that situation, and that will definitely be reflected in like your outlook, or the way your personality will be enhanced. Because as we say na, that beauty comes from within. So if you are happy from inside, it will be reflected, the glow, the cheerness will be reflected on your face, childrens. Suppose if we talk about garbage collection, that like nowadays nagar palika and various other municipal communities have just, they have their trucks or some collecting beans are there, in which they roam from road to road and they collect garbage and other things, so that it is not like collected at different places, heap is not there. Because if a heap is collected, like suppose at this place heap is there, at next place heap is there, so it will become a breeding ground, or it will serve as a breeding place for insects, mosquitoes, and it can serve as an external factor, and we, there are chances that we might catch disease because of that. So the proper garbage collection is very important. Another thing is sanitation. As we know that the drainage system should be proper. Like some paper bags or stone or other things should not be thrown in the drain, because if it is clogged, it is very difficult to remove that thing. And if a standing water is there, the chances of dengue and other waterborne diseases probability definitely increases, and it will be affected, and it is not something which will be rectified by an individual. Either a government have to make strict plan for that, and people should also contribute with the government. So by the joint efforts of people and government only, this problem can be mitigated, because it is a community issue. And being a responsible citizens of this society, my young kids, I also expect from you also that you at your level you will also try from now onwards that number one, don't throw anything on road, just collect it up in your bag, and whenever you see dustbin, then only you have to throw. Okay, now if we talk about hygiene, so hygiene is something which is at a personal level, that we after coming from outside you should properly wash your hands, your nails should be cutted properly, trimming should be there. Otherwise when you are having some food, some contamination can be there, and it will directly be transfer to our stomach only. Proper bath should be taken, and proper neat clothes should be worn by a person. So all these things come under hygienic condition, and it is very important at individual level to maintain a proper hygiene, so that the chances of getting ill or diseased can be reduced to a very low level. Then comes balanced diet. So balanced diet, as we know that food is the basic component which help us in providing energy to us, and that energy is utilized in growth of our body, and various functions are regulated. So a balanced diet should be taken, in which the proper amount of protein is there, carbohydrates are there, lipids are there, minerals are there, vitamins are there, so that each and because there are many things in our body which are not synthesized inside the body, and that needs to be taken from the outside food and other things. So in that way, my kids, that is very very important to have a proper balanced diet. Last but not the least, and not the least in that way also, that it is not important, it is very very crucial, is the happiness of a person. As we say that now, like if we are happy, and if we are very much involved in something, we work with 100% efficiency, and we will come out with bright colors. So happiness of a person is very very important, and it will be reflected in your physical health and the social health also. Because if you are mentally balanced, then you know how to react to certain things, how to cope up with the things, and in that way, that is very very important. And other thing, if we talk about, is society. So if we are quite stable, so we can cope up with the people in our society also, we will talk more politely with the people. And in a community, maintaining social equality and harmony is also important. Social equality means that we should not discriminate the people on basis of their gender, caste, color, or the kind of achievement they are having, or the position on which they are. Because for us that may be just a matter of joke, but it can affect the sentiments of people to greater extent. And in many cases we have seen that the result of these things are very very deteriorating and detrimental, and some people reach to the level of suicide also. People just develop suicidal tendencies. So it is our sole responsibility to be a responsible citizen and try to maintain social equality, and harmony should be there. Harmony means we should try to avoid conflicts in the society, and we should just try that things are running in a smooth manner only. If we are having any conflict, and if there is some opposition between views of the people, meeting can be held, and these things can be discussed, and that way. Okay kids, so these all the things, all the components are very very important. And if we will just keep on complaining to the government that the system in India is not good, or the management is not good, it is not going to give you anything at the end. But if we take small steps, and if we contribute to that, it will definitely be reflected on the overall health of our society. So students, I hope that you have just understood all of the concepts whatever I have discussed in the society, and that how the public and community is interrelated in the perspective of health. So that's all for today's video. And as I always tell you that your suggestions are always welcome, and I want you that you should comment me and tell me that how you are liking my videos, and what all I can include, so that your knowledge of learning can be enhanced, my dear kids. So that's all for today's video. Happy learning, stay blessed, stay learning, keep learning biology. Bye bye students, bye.